Hello guys, it's Shamas and we're doing a weekly blaze. So, it's been a couple weeks and my cat, you just, okay. Anyway, so yeah, it's been a couple weeks and my cat's here, I guess. So, why have I not recorded a weekly blaze? Well, I guess I haven't been recording them consistently anyway. But I did actually intend to record more of them. Also, I don't know how the lighting looks in here right now. Um, just a random tangent before I get into everything else, but so my lights are something. So I replaced them, and there's three lights, and one went out a while ago, and I decided, I should probably replace that, and, uh, well, we replaced all of them just because, one went out, the others are probably going to follow not long after, maybe. Just replace them all, anyway. So one of them just kept flickering, probably a bad bulb, because the previous bulb I had in there was fine. And so I'll have to replace it again. Luckily there's an extra light, so I can hopefully do that probably tomorrow or something. But for now, the lighting, I don't know how it looks in here. It probably looks the same. To me it looks different though, because the light that was out has been fixed finally, but now a different light's out, so this one actually is more favorable for me anyway, at least for recording, because if I'm like doing a video over here, it's going to be brighter, since the light that was out was of course the one that was like right by where I record. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't look too weird. I guess it doesn't matter that much, but still, it's just annoying. Like, man, I finally replaced my lights, and one goes out immediately, and yeah, come on. But again, that one was fine until I replaced it, so I think it was just the new bulb, and I need to put in the other one, so yeah. Otherwise, that's just unfortunate if something's wrong with the light. Anyway, probably not. Anyway, okay. That out of the way, where have I been? So I wanted to record the last 2 weeks. I didn't. So the reason was I wanted to record my last week of summer and then my first week where I started school. Doesn't really matter though, honestly, because here's the thing. It's online college. What am I going to talk about? There isn't a whole lot to it. I guess I have a politics class and a history class. Haven't done much for either yet. They're just there. Um, yeah, also, I didn't even mention what day it was. I always do that. It's Sunday at 3, well, yeah, through about 3:45 a.m. I can't talk. 3:45 a.m., so I am recording this, starting this episode pretty early. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, I can't talk apparently. But basically, I've wanted to record, I was going to anyway, at least. Even if it doesn't matter that much, I just want to record it, because why not? I mean, it's an excuse for me to actually, record Weekly Blaze. However, this week, this was actually a week I wasn't sure if I was going to record, but since, I skipped the last few, I'm like, yeah, I guess I could record this week. I might actually be recording most of September. So this week, for sure, which is the week of the, I think, 4th? This is the 4th, right? Yeah, looks like it. Next week for sure as well, because we'll be getting Beyblade news. We'll see the Korokoro, see the new SP set. That's going to be a lot of fun. I want to talk about that on a Weekly Blaze. Either this week or next week should also be the new Bottleman Ten Satan DX, which I need to get that name right because it's coming back in DX, so I need to know what I'm doing. That's fun. Anyway. But hopefully we'll find out more about that this week or next week. I also have a feeling Nintendo Direct is going to be happening this week. I could be wrong, maybe like next week, but usually early September tends to be the time for Nintendo Directs. It's early September right now. It's the 4th. Usually I think like the 6th or 7th is probably going to be when we get it. Gonna be honest, I think it's happening pretty soon. So far, if it does happen, then yeah, this was a good week to record for sure. Also, I guess if I find any Bakugan stuff, hoping to get some more Bakugan stuff soon. Maybe. But yeah, also the week after, the week of the 18th, I will also be recording. Because it's my birthday that week. Yeah. That week after that, the 25th, I don't know if I'll record that week or not. But still, Shaft and Weekly Blaze is coming out. Also with videos. I guess it doesn't matter now, because by the time this comes out, these will already be out. But, yesterday, I recorded, or I guess Friday now, I recorded 2 Banku Tech reviews, finally. The Blanchelt review and the Nagadaja review. I've been wanting to do this for a while, I finally did them. I don't know why I didn't. But basically, those are the last two Bakugan reviews I had that are not like, re-reviews or, things like that where I don't need to do them, but I'm gonna do more anyway, just like because I think I should. But these are the last two that I really needed to do, and they're done. So there's that. I mean, that's all there is. Like, it's something else. But the first of those should be coming out in about an hour now, a little over an hour. And then that's the blind shot review, and then I guess about 2 days from now will be the Nagadaja review. And that's it. And that'll be still before this weekly blaze comes out, so yeah. Alright, so a little under 6 minutes in. That's everything I had to talk about. For everything else just to catch up on. So, why did I not record? What is the real reason I didn't record? We got up. This is the fun part where I get to tell the story. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, I do not like bugs. And I really, really do not like bugs. And there's a few of them that I don't do well with at all. One of which being beetles. I really do not like beetles. And so, okay. Let's go back to Saturday. This was the week I was not recording. So right at the end of the week where I was not planning on recording. And I was just kind of walking, and there's just a beetle, like, kind of walking towards the stairs. I'm like, oh, that's not good. It was on the ground, though. It was just crawling, so I'm like, okay, kill that. Alright, that's that. It's probably just a one-off beetle, It was, like August 20th, I think? I'm probably completely wrong on that date. Wait, no, it was the 20th. Okay, August 20th, so yeah. Alright, it was right before midnight. Whatever. It's fine. It's, late August. Beetles are probably trying to find somewhere to hibernate or die or whatever. Whatever they do. And probably just got in. No big deal. It's, we took care of it. And then later on the night, I guess morning at this point, it was like 6 or 7 a.m. And I'm sitting there in my chair down in the living room, and I see a beetle kind of crawling towards the chair. I'm like, oh, that's really not good. Oh, that's a problem. So I killed that. And I'm like, okay, I've seen two of what I think were the same types of beetles within a few hours. That's not good. So, I'm like, okay, that's not good. They seem to be a type of ground beetle, I think, so they can't fly. But I still don't like them. And Sunday happens, and Sunday, I'm walking, I just happened to walk, it was maybe like around 11 p.m., and there's a beetle kind of right outside the downstairs bathroom, right out there, and I'm like, oh god, that's really not good. Another one on another day. They're either there's a ton of them in here, and I did find out that ground beetles apparently do not breed in houses, nor can they live long in houses. So I'm like, okay, it can't be that big of a deal, but it's also not good. Where are they coming from? Do they come in on something? I don't know. And like an hour later, I just see one walking kind of in the kitchen right closer to the living room. I'm like, okay, there's a fourth one. That's something. So I kill that one. So at this point, I killed 4, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. And I'm like, thinking about starting Weekly Blaze, on that Sunday, but I didn't. And then Monday, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start Weekly Blaze today. And that obviously did not happen. So why did that not happen? Okay, so first up, it was around 11, 11:15 p.m. I was tired, I didn't sleep well, so I'm going to take a nap. Just going to take a nap, on the couch, like half hour or so. I was going to watch some anime after that, and then I was thinking about, recording the Weekly Blaze finally. That was my plan. So I lay down, about 5 minutes go by, I was pretty tired, and I kind of feel myself starting to fall asleep. And then I hear something, I didn't know what it was, it kind of sounded like some kind of tapping, or something like that, and I'm like, what is that noise? It almost sounds like maybe someone's hitting the wall to try and, like, I don't know, wake me up or something. Maybe someone saw me sleeping, they're trying to wake me up, I don't know why. So I open my eyes and I look up and I see in the living room, so we have high ceilings, so this is close to the the ceiling in the living room, and I see this beetle smacking against the wall, flying, and I'm like, oh no. Oh boy, so back in 2013, there were these beetles that actually, so these things are ground beetles, but they're one of the very few species of them that can fly, of course, because that's exactly what I was hoping to have in the house. Ground beetles that can actually fly, because, like I said, I don't do well with beetles, but I also don't like when things fly either that much, and when you have a flying beetle, that's just not good. So I'm like, oh boy, that's a problem. And anyway, in 2013, summer, it was August, same month, there were these same types of beetles in my room. And I don't think they came into my room, or like were getting in through my room or anything, but I think what happened was, back then I would actually sleep a lot earlier. I would tend to come up here around 1 a.m. and usually sleep around 1:30 to 2. And it was always right around the time I'd want to fall asleep. These things, because I'd have my light on. I don't know why I used to leave my light on when I would sleep. I wasn't scared of the dark. I mean, I was like, 12 at this point? I wasn't scared of the dark. For some reason, I just liked sleeping with the light on. Maybe that says something about me because I sleep during the day now and that works better for me. I don't know, maybe I just like sleeping in light for some reason. But anyway, so I'd have the light on, and I think the problem is that I would have this bathroom door was open, right? So it was open, and my other door here, this one was also open. So there was like clearly light from in here, and the rest of the house was dark. So I think what happened is that they'd see the light and they'd fly up here, and then they would smack against this light. I would point up and show the light, but trust me, it's a little bit bright. You don't want me to do that. So anyway, I didn't like that very much. These beetles flying in here, that was not good. I actually think that's what caused my fear of bugs. Because, okay, I didn't like bugs before, but I think that's actually what made it pretty bad, especially with beetles. And that was also what caused me to stay up later, because the next summer, I actually would always stay downstairs till 2 a.m. to avoid, because they always appeared at 1:45 a.m., weirdly enough. So I stayed downstairs till 2 a.m. I guess I thought that was past their time, and it really wouldn't have done anything. But I also started sleeping with my light off because of that. These things really dictated a lot of things, like my fear of like kind of beetles, my fear of just bugs in general, I guess. Me sleeping with the light on or off when I went to bed. These things really actually did a lot, and they could actually maybe be at least sort of responsible to why I started staying up so late. Because if I didn't start staying up till 2, maybe I wouldn't have wanted to stay up as late as often, because I always felt like I had to stay up till 2. That might have been why my sleep schedule shifted so bad. So these things might have actually caused a lot of things, and it's kind of funny to think back on. And anyway, this is a long time ago, though. This is like before I even started Weekly Blaze. This is like 9 years ago we're talking. Does not feel like 9 years ago, but it was 9 years ago. Anyway, so these things were a big problem, right? A big problem. And I didn't like them. They only appeared a few times, though. I didn't see them often at all. Yeah, not often at all. They only appeared like maybe 4 or 5 times total that summer, which is, a few times, especially when it's just a couple week period. But like compared to what I had this year, there were way more. So it makes me wonder, how many were in the house back then, I wonder. Because from what I've seen, a lot of them didn't fly, so I'm kind of curious about that. But anyways, going back to present, well, not really present day, but about 2 weeks ago almost, to that Monday when I saw this thing fly, and I was like, oh boy. So I went to the kitchen, because I'm trying to figure out where this thing went, and I don't know where it fell. If it fell behind my chair area, or if it fell like further forward, I don't know, I didn't see it. But I did see a beetle walking out of the living room, and I killed that. And like like 2 hours later, I saw a beetle come out from under my chair, which I think that was the flying one. I think the other one was just there, and happened to be there. So one crawls out from under my chair, and I have to kill that, and I'm like, okay, this is not good. Or the flying one just disappeared somewhere, and again, they die pretty quickly in houses, so you probably just died within a couple days if I didn't kill it. And like an hour after that, though, after I kill the second one from under my chair, then I hear a noise, and I get up and I look around, and my girlfriend trapped another one under something. So I need to lift that up and kill it, and I'm like, okay. So that's fun. So, okay, that's at least 7. Again, if the flying one I didn't find or something and it went somewhere else, that's like 8 of them. So that's a lot, and I'm not even going to keep count at this point because, again, there's just so many of them. Then Tuesday happens. Tuesday, there were no beetles. I was pretty hyped. I'm like, wow, no beetles. I'm actually, that's cool. So Wednesday, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, okay, maybe the beetles are gone. Maybe I, killed them all. Or they're just, they stopped coming in. I don't know, whatever happened. Maybe they're gone. So they had a tendency to appear generally between 11 and 3. Only outlier being the second one that crawled around at like 7 a.m. But, and then it's like 10:15 p.m. Pretty early. One just crawls like directly in the middle of the kitchen. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I kill that, and that's that. And go back to doing what I'm doing. At least trying to. And then I see another one start to fly. At least I think it was a beetle flying, like an hour and a half later. I'm pretty sure it was a beetle flying. It seemed kind of quick. There was also a fly in the house at that point. Maybe the light just hit this fly in the right way to make me think it might have been a beetle. Again, I was pretty paranoid about the beetles at this point, so maybe it was that. I don't think it was. I don't think I'd mistake a fly for a beetle. It's like an 80% chance it was a beetle, but maybe somehow it was actually a fly. And I was just really, really paranoid. But regardless, I thought it was a beetle, so I got out of there. And, I'm like, okay, I'm looking around, trying to find it. See if there's anything. And then I'm in the kitchen. I do kill this other fly, that I mentioned that it might have been. So I killed the fly. Then I had to kill a mosquito. And then I see a beetle kind of in the dining room. But before that, in like this little hallway area, there's a spider. I'm like, okay, I'm just living in the woods at this point. So I kill the spider. Then I go to kill this beetle. And before, it was maybe like a 5-second period where I was kind of getting closer to it before the lights were on. This thing did not look like a beetle. I think it was the shadow of it or something that kind of made it look like it was part of the beetle. Just based on kind of where it was kind of against something. I think the shadow made it look wider. And because of that, I thought it was a roach when I looked at it. And I haven't seen roaches in this house before. And just something about the way it looked. Really, I thought it was a roach. And I'm like, oh boy. When I think back to that as well, my mind just, I think, automatically thinks it's, a dream. Like, my brain is like, no, that did not happen. That is too terrible of an event. A roach in the house. Nope. My brain just processes that it wasn't a real event because, that was just too terrible to happen. Like, especially after all the other bugs, my brain just refuses to believe that. But luckily, I turned the light and it moved around a little bit, and then finally came out and I'm like, okay, that's definitely a beetle, so I killed that. Okay, so that's quite a few beetles down. And then, that was an incident that happened. And I don't know where the other flying one went. If it was a flying one, was that the one from the dining room? Probably not. I don't know where the other one went. It went somewhere, or it wasn't a beetle to begin with. But yeah, by now it should probably be dead, I hope. They don't live long in houses. I'm hoping that means not like more than a week. That'd be a problem. I don't think it does. I haven't seen anything. Anyway. So then, Wednesday, that's that for Wednesday. Thursday, I don't see anything. I'm like, okay, great. And then Friday happens. I also don't see anything on Friday. I'm like, whoa, okay. 2 days in a row. Did I actually get rid of them all finally? Great. Saturday happens. I don't see anything. It's past 3. Everything's all good. And then it's like 4:30, and I see a beetle crawling through the living room towards the kitchen. I'm like, God damn it. Or no, this wasn't, no, it wasn't the living room. It was kind of crawling towards the kitchen. It was after midnight. It was not after 4. My bad. So it was just kind of crawling through the kitchen. I'm like, okay, that's unfortunate. Also, my cat is making a noise. Okay. Anyway, uh, so, I see it crawling towards the kitchen, and I really thought the beetles were done. Um, and also, to this point, all of the ones I saw always had appeared, at least the first one of the day would always appear before midnight. So after midnight, I was hoping that they weren't going to appear again. They did. So I killed that one. That's the only one for the day. And then Sunday night happens again. I didn't see any until like 4:30ish a.m. And that's when I saw the one in the living room crawling towards the kitchen, and that was unfortunate. So I'm like, okay, there's another one. See, the one I saw on Saturday, I'm like, oh, maybe that was the second flying one I saw, and I finally found it. Could be. But then when I saw another one, I'm like, okay, it doesn't even matter because there's another one. There were definitely not two that I missed, so kill that one. And then Monday during the day, actually, me and my dad went outside to spray the entire perimeter of the house, and we also looked around. There's kind of a hole, not a hole, but like this kind of wire, like a spot where wires come in, and there was kind of a crack around it that was like I don't want to say it was a hole, because it makes it sound worse than it is, but it's like, okay, if beetles were getting in from a crack, this is where it would be. So, we caulked that. It's all blocked off. It's all good now. Nothing can get in. It's pretty secure, I would say. So if that was the spot they were getting in, they're not getting in there anymore. And also we did spray, so maybe if they were somewhere around, sprayed, and that's that. So I think everything is all taken care of at this point for, the spray and the caulk. So if one of those two things could have eliminated them, it has, I would say. So Monday night, I was looking around and I didn't see any, and I have not seen any since. I have not seen any since Sunday. And that is almost, well, I guess technically a week ago. I guess not really. I guess technically the one I saw on Sunday was Monday morning, if we want to be technical. So, have not seen any in 6 days. Really, really hoping that it stays that way. So yeah, that is the Beetle War. That's the whole entire chronicle so far. That is everything that happened, and kind of what I've been doing. I've just been watching for beetles because, again, I don't like them. So if I see one, I want to, just get rid of it right away. So then, how does this all tie into why I have not recorded? I could be watching for beetles. Why can't I, at least record a little bit? So basically, I didn't want to turn my light on up here. I left this light off for 2 weeks straight because I did not want to attract beetles, which is yeah, that is true. I just did not want beetles up here, so I literally just didn't come up here. And if I did, it wasn't for long, and usually with just no lights. So that was that's how I did it, and yeah, I kind of didn't do a whole lot for my last 2 weeks of summer because again I was just sitting downstairs. I wish I was a little bit better with bugs because maybe I could have been a little bit more chill, but that is not the case. So yeah, again, I just sat there. That is what I did for the last 2 weeks was sit there, and if a beetle came, I would kill it. If not, I was just sitting there. But yeah, that's why I didn't want to record with the Blaze because I didn't want to come up here with the light off. I guess I could have probably recorded with the light off. And maybe turn on my bathroom light. I don't know. Maybe that would have worked. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter now. Probably. So, yeah, I don't know. That is what happened and why I did not record a weekly Blaze, because I just did not want my light on. And then, of course, now that I want my light on, I try to fix it and it doesn't work. So, well, partially. It doesn't work, the one light. But, yeah, that's what happened. That's why I didn't record. And you might be wondering, well, why didn't I, not record last week? Because, they stopped appearing on Sunday. I had to make sure, man. Because I really do not want them flying up here. Hopefully they wouldn't anyway, because I have a lot of lights on downstairs. Well, quite a few anyway. So hopefully they would have stayed down there and not try to come in here. But, I don't know. I don't trust them. So that's why I didn't record. And yeah, that is probably the dumbest reason to not record. But man, there were beetles. I don't like them. Got to take care of that. But yeah, hopefully they don't come back. It is already September though, so I think the odds of that happening are, I guess it's still possible, but it's definitely going to become less and less likely, especially with the, declining temperature, which is supposed to kind of go down. I think next week is going to go down, starting to get more into like highs in the 70s instead of 80s, probably more 50s at night. So it should chill out a little bit, I think. Probably. Cat, you're doing something down there. Yeah. Anyway. So that's why I didn't record. That is the Beetle war story. It's probably, for most people, if anyone decided to listen to all that, the dumbest thing they've ever heard, and that is very true. But that is that is just what I do, because again, I do not like them at all. So it was an experience, not a good one, but it was an experience. My voice is dead, honestly. That was a long time of talking. Okay, here's the thing. I have not talked consistently for a while now, and so talking for like a half hour straight, that is, my throat was not prepared for that. But yeah, hopefully those Beatles are just gone and don't come back. Anyway. So that's the story. I decided just to tell it kind of early in this, get that out of the way. This might end up being another really long episode already, if there's the Nintendo Direct, because then I have to do my predictions, then I have to talk about it. Now, I'm not going to do another 2-hour episode. I'm not doing that. But this could definitely be another hour plus episode, depending on the Nintendo Direct, because I could assume like maybe 20 minutes for predictions, half hour to talk about it, 15 minutes plus this. I mean, it could be like an hour and a half episode, but possibly. I'm gonna try to make it not an hour and a half. We're talking like a worst case scenario. Like I talk way too much, and in this weekly plays about that stuff. Plus, if there's Bottleman news, I guess I'm gonna talk about that too. If there's Nintendo Direct, I'm gonna try to keep it pretty light. Cat, don't. No, you don't get to climb. No, not today. No, okay. There we go. She does stuff sometimes. I don't know what she's up to half the time. But yeah. Oh, yeah, her birthday's next Sunday. She'll be 16. Yeah. She's doing fine. So anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to make this not too long of an episode. I mean, it'll probably be a longer one if there is a Nintendo Direct. If not, though, yeah, probably shouldn't be too bad. Maybe 50 minutes. But the Beetle story, that was gonna be a lengthy one. I had to tell that, and it's a full context and everything, because gotta give the backstory, gotta get the flashback. That backstory of the original encounter in 2013. I guess I didn't mention one thing. I didn't know these were the 2013 ones. Initially, I don't think I mentioned this. They look a lot different when they're just crawling around, because the ones in 2013 I always saw flying or dead. These ones I only saw crawling or dead, and nowadays when I kill them, they're like completely crushed. Back then they really weren't. So I didn't know it was the same one until I saw one fly. That's why it was so bad. But yeah. But I think that's everything. Got the flashback, got all the context, we're all good. So that's all for today, because it's almost the half-hour mark, and that is a long time for me to talk. My voice is already half dead, so yeah. I will talk later on in the week. Alright, it's now Monday at about 11:30 p.m., so yeah. I have 4 things to talk about. I don't think it'll be too long today. It shouldn't be like more than 20 minutes. But I guess that's how weekly plays are nowadays. Like, I'll be back in the day I'd be like, okay, not gonna record for long today, be like a minute. I record like a minute in one day. And nowadays, like, yeah, I'm not gonna record for long. It's like 20 minutes. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm older or something, I have a longer attention span to record. I don't know. I don't know. I just like to talk about things, I guess. Anyway, so 4 things. 2 of them will be pretty quick. So let's just get those out of the way. So first up, I've talked about a possible Nintendo Direct this week. I don't know why I thought there was going to be one this week, so I looked back, and it's like any week in September, really, it could happen. I think 2019 was like the only year it was like the first week, so I don't know what I was on about. saying it was going to be this week. I mean, it still could be, but they'd have to announce it probably like tomorrow. Which, cool if it happens. If not, though, that's fine too. But hopefully, like, next week maybe, or the week after. I'm recording both of those weeks regardless, so yeah. I don't think it'll be the last week of September, though. Probably next week or the week after is my assumption. Probably Thursday, so like 15th or the 22nd. Let's do it on a Wednesday. If we do it on a Wednesday, it could be on my birthday. That'd be interesting. Anyway, then there is the other thing. Maybe the best thing I have to talk about today, which is only going to make 5 seconds, but this just goes for like a lot of video stuff in general. You might notice, yeah, my lights are fixed. My lights are fixed finally. I have all the lights, so we took out the flickering one. It was just the bulb, luckily. Nothing else wrong with the light. I didn't think it was, but yeah. So the light's fine. We got the bulb in there. We have all the lights fixed. So my lighting, well, you could say it's not the best. It has been worse, like significantly worse, I would say. It's still like tolerable, but I really did not like it much at all. It's been like that for quite a while now. The bulb went out in June of last year, and it was just like that. And I didn't really realize it much at first, so I went back to watch some of my older but more recent videos where it was working. I'm like, oh, that is actually very noticeable. So I'm like, okay, I need to get some more lights. And yeah, they're fixed. They were a little harder to find, but yeah, they're fixed. Unfortunately, the bulb that was burnt out was literally the one right above where I record. I wasn't going to show them, but I don't know, hopefully it's not it's going to be bright. Also, yeah, my fan is dusty as hell, don't mind that. Listen, man, I have a cat. You can dust, but it piles back up immediately. You can only do so much, but anyway. So it was this light, this one right there. This one is right above where I usually record, and it was out. This is the one that was flickering the other day, this guy. And then this one's just been fine, I don't know. I replaced all of them, though, because, like, if one went out, the other one's going to go out. So, just deal with that now. And, yeah, so hopefully the lighting will be better in here. Even just walking around, like, through the weekly blaze, I could just tell, like, it looks better in here. Like, look at this. Look at this wall. It's actually, like, lit up. It looks better. It's nice. I'm excited about that. Because now we don't have to deal with, horrible lighting. Or not really horrible. Like, okay, if I had one light, that'd be horrible. Like, trust me, you don't... I had actually one light in here because the one light was out, and we took one out to check what kind they were. So for about a week, I did not have a light in here. Part of that was, I guess, aside from the Beatles, that was another reason why I couldn't really record in here for a while, because, well, I didn't have a light, which... I only had this light, this guy. And trust me, one light in here, that is some really, really bad lighting. Now, honestly, no lights would be worse, because then I'd have to probably rely on turning on my bathroom light, or like this light up there, and maybe a phone flashlight. It would look really bad. One light is also horrible, but 2 lights was, like, passable. But I think 3... Listen, it's at night. I don't have, like, studio lighting. It's the best we're going to get. I think it's fine enough. Maybe I could try to get a smaller light eventually, but I said this a long time ago and I never did it, so I'm not going to say I'm going to. Maybe. If I can find one... A lot of the ones are, like, kind of expensive, though. I'm like, I don't really want to spend that much. It's not like I'm doing this for a career or anything, so I don't know if I should. I say that as I bought this camera, anyway. So the 2 more interesting things. So for Bottle Man, I have been trying to decide whether or not... So I think before I said I was going to... I already mentioned Tensei and DX being a thing. That's something. But before, I was actually trying to figure out... Or not trying to figure out, I mentioned before that I was going to buy Bottle Man in kind of waves. Like, for example, how I bought, the first 4 of them. Or I guess I was really just trying to catch up, I bought, like, Raging Milk, Fusion Black after. But, like, I got... I put up the videos in January for, Skullpix, Silk or Paps, Sapphire, Samus. It's one big wave. April, same thing, random collection, double sparkling set plus, CC Leon, just as a wave. And then I guess I got the DX stuff in June, but that was, there's a few of them. Same thing with August. I waited for CC Land DX, but like the other ones all just came out at once. But I was thinking, I was going to wait for, the September, October, November, and probably December releases. Maybe December, I don't know. Definitely September, October, November. I was going to wait for all of them, hopefully get them for Christmas, and then December, maybe throw that in if I can. If not, just put it up. Or just get them with maybe the January releases and whatever comes after that, and just order them after. However, I don't know if I want to wait for them. I have to check prices though, because if I'm gonna be paying like, I don't know, like $30 for one, that's just not happening. I really don't want to go higher than $20 for one, and even then that feels kinda bad. And I don't know, Bundle Man, it's just with how things are right now, it's unfortunate because like shipping is ridiculous trying to import things. And unlike Beyblade, there aren't really great places to order from. I see some for eBay for around 20, but it's like, man, these things, like, I see, I ordered Beyblade for like $25, but those are like, in Japan, they cost like, what, like, I think it's like 1,700 yen now. Bottlemen are like 1,100. It's like, come on. If they were like under 20, I'd probably buy them, but, it's just too expensive right now for me to warrant, paying that much extra to buy them. But at the same time, I really want to buy them as they come out and not have to do them in waves. So I've been trying to debate that. I don't know. We'll see. If people, I don't know, people seem to like my Bottleman videos quite a bit. It almost gives me a little bit of a nostalgia from like Bakutech and when I was, I still do Bakutech. They still do well, but like almost like how I felt when I was first doing Bakutech and they were getting views. I'm like, well, that's something. I didn't expect them to, for people to like Bakutech videos. It almost gives me like a similar feeling to that. So I'm like, I kind of just want to do it anyway, even if it costs a little bit more. I'm gonna do the math. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do the math, no joke, and figure out, okay, if I spend like $20 per one, how much worse is that gonna be compared to buying them, in a wave? Like if it's okay, $20 for one. Let's just say four came out, right? For individual Bottlemen over 4 months. I know that's not gonna be the release pattern, but just for the sake of example. So if four of them come out, and it's like, September, October, November, December, I could buy them one at a time for $20, or I could pay normal price but get them in a bulk wave. Like $10 for one, actually not even, probably $8 for one, in a bulk wave. How much, but how much is the shipping gonna be? Because shipping's been ridiculous. If it's like how it was before, where it's like $40 shipping, even though it's technically less, it's like less than $10 I'm saving. So at that point, why bother? Like, yeah, I could save $10, but like I could actually, get them when I want them and not have to wait. I think I'd rather spend the extra $10 for that. But if I do the math and it's like, oh, the shipping's only gonna be like $20 and it's like $50 for everything if you wait, but it'd be like $90 if you buy them all. Okay, at that point I might have to reconsider because it's almost twice the price and like, I don't know if I care that much. I mean, well, I kind of do, but also like, I don't really want to be spending a ton of money. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing. I just wish shipping wasn't ridiculous. Like, why does international shipping have to be so bad? It's like a $20 baseline, and it's like, come on. These things, it's like $8. Can we get like a $10 baseline? I think technically there are, but then they take like 3 months. And at that point, why bother? Just order them, wait for them at that point to order, better shipping to not have to worry about them getting lost or something. I don't know. It's a experience. I've just been trying to figure out what I should do with Bottleman stuff and how I should approach it. I'll definitely be getting them. I'm actually half tempted to make another Q&A video, which I have not done in years. I probably won't, but like maybe just a Q&A for some questions, because people have asked me, oh, are you going to still do Bottleman stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do Bottleman stuff. Or like people who always ask me for, trades or, sales or giveaways or where do I get my stuff from, anything like that. I kind of just want to make a video on to kind of put those to rest, because it's like, okay, am I doing Bottleman? Yes. Do I, do trades? No. Do I sell stuff? No. Do I give stuff away? No. Because I always collect things in the mindset that I am getting one of these for my collection. I don't buy multiple, so like trades are not really like basically all the stuff like trades, giveaways, selling stuff that kind of goes out the window when you factor that in. So that's a fun thing. Also, like, where do I buy stuff from? And unfortunately, I think with the questions I get with like Bakugan, it's like, I could tell you where I bought them from, but they're not going to be that price anymore. Not even close. Because I bought all my stuff, not all of it, but most of it from Amazon and a few from eBay, and they are not going to be the prices they were back then. So that's unfortunate. But anyway, speaking of Bakugan though, Bakugan's the other topic I had. So I've been trying to figure out what else to do with Bakugan aside from unboxings because I like unboxings, but here's the thing: is unboxings are fun, but they require you to buy stuff, and I could do more ranking videos, but at the same time, it's like, okay, ranking videos are cool sometimes, but like I need to I need to figure out other stuff to do with them. I don't know. We'll see. I do have some unboxings actually coming out soon though. I will have the Battle Amp pack, and then I think it's the Nanogon Brawl pack or something like that. Both Target exclusives. I will hopefully get them. It said Thursday, but maybe Wednesday if I'm lucky. Let me check the shipping right now. I'll just pull up my phone and do it. Why not? Uh, I would like to get them Wednesday. That'd be great, and I could put them up, on the 8th and just kind of continue a bi-daily video thing, and that'd be kind of cool. Maybe get bi-daily videos until like the 16th or so. Well, I guess these will only be the 8th and 10th, but I have a couple other video ideas that I might want to do soon, so maybe some new stuff, who knows. Yeah, if I could figure that out, maybe. Okay, let's see, what's it saying? It is still saying the 8th. Let's see, the tracking itself. It said label created. That is not a good sign there. Okay. That just means that the label's been created, but it's not actually shipped out yet. I guess I did order it technically this morning. It was like 8 a.m. before I went to bed. It's Labor Day as well, so maybe tomorrow if they ship out, depending on where they ship out from and if there's a Target like warehouse nearby, maybe I can get them Wednesday, but yeah, probably Thursday. I don't know. I have another video idea. I really want to do my Beyblade ranking video for the dual layers. I need to get going on those ranking videos because I said I want to finish them all by the end of the year. That is, possible, but I kind of don't want to put them all out at once. So, let's see. I have how many more to go? Actually, wait. I'll come back to that. I guess YouTube stuff in general is just taking over pretty much for the video, but yeah, Bakugan. Let's see here. Okay, I guess Baku Tech stuff, like Baku Tech reviews, are the only other thing I really have to do. I could do more of those maybe, but like, I don't know, we'll see. Bakugan's a weird thing, because I don't know what to make videos on for them. Oh, wait, no, I do. I just don't know how I should do it, and that is more, like history type videos. I wanted to do a history type video on like Baku Nano, for example, just because I have the Wave 2 ones, which like no one else does, so I kind of would think it'd be cool. Basically, it would just be me kind of doing a deep dive into a certain thing, maybe like a special treatment or like a support piece or something, just talking about it, kind of how they came about, what happened to them, how were they, are they interesting, just stuff like that I think would be kind of fun. It's just, that's effort, man. I don't know, effort is effort, but they'd be fun to do maybe occasionally. It's just, I have a feeling those might actually do well, and I kind of don't know if I want my channel to just become a Bakugan history channel where it's like, okay, everyone just is waiting for this one video. It's going to take me like a month to make, and it's probably going to do, well enough, but not well enough to be like a thing I'd make money from. That's just kind of how I feel about it, so I don't know if it's going to be something I should do or shouldn't do. We'll see. I might just do it anyway, just to try it out, just for the hell of it. We'll see. I think that's like the only other way I can make Bakugan videos that would not be boring as hell. But I feel like that would also not really use my collection at all. That's kind of part of the thing that I would have wanted to do is like, I mean, you just see like my reboot stuff's taking over my dresser. Like I have Bakutech, I have Legacy stuff way back there, and my Team Surge stuff up there. I mean, it's Legacy, but still, like, can't even probably see all this stuff. But anyway, you know, I guess I was looking for something else to do physically, but yeah, maybe that's something to do anyway. So aside from that, I guess, before we get into, like, the YouTube stuff, just to give other updates, like, Beyblade, you know. Beyblade, we're still waiting on the leaks to happen, and, I don't know, I don't know, Beyblade's been kind of boring recently, not gonna lie. BU is fine, it's just like, okay, it just kind of sucks that everything leaked so quickly. There's no surprise to what we're getting. Anything after Lucifer would be cool, but, like, I'm not holding out hope. I guess anime stuff I kind of want to get more of, but here's the problem with anime stuff is I kind of ordered everything I wanted that's in a reasonable price range. Everything else is gonna be like, oh, if you want this, it's like $400, and yeah, sorry, I'm not doing that. I don't know. I feel like this stuff with, like, the limited editions, like with, like, Sentai especially, when they used to do, like, the crazy sales where things would be like $20 and there'd be like 20 box sets that were $20. And, you know, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it wasn't too far off of that. And, I don't know, I feel like the kind of the peak of that was like 2018, 2019, and it's kind of just never been the same since. Funimation Limiteds are usually like $60 still, and that's an amount, and I don't know. Anime stuff, I really want to get more of. It's just one of those things where it's like, because I do like it a lot, and I think anime is probably my favorite hobby. I just don't really do much with it aside from that on YouTube. But it is expensive as all hell, and I don't really think I would justify spending like $60 every like month or two for an anime thing. And, like, yeah, I don't know. It's an experience. Hopefully I can get more stuff at some point, but I think anime stuff for now has kind of been on the back burner a little bit. If there's ever a point where Beyblade and Bakugan are less prevalent, either literally or just for me, that's probably a fallback plan, as well as, like, video game stuff, but yeah. We'll see. I still want to get more anime stuff over time. It's just, it has not been as frequent as it used to be. Okay, now just YouTube in general. Okay. This turned into way more on 4 topics for the day, but whatever. So, YouTube stuff. I'm actually trying to get to over 100 videos that I put up this year. I'm hoping to make more than 100 videos this year. That's something I've been hoping to do. I think I'm at 77 right now. We're getting closer to it. I could definitely do it. I'd be very surprised if I didn't. But, you know, it's fun. And I'm hoping to beat out some of my previous years. I've already beat out last year, so that's cool. But yeah, hopefully I could beat out some more. Let's see, I already talked about some YouTube stuff for, like, Bakugan, and I guess anime stuff kind of just fell in that. Bottleman, I guess unboxings, tier list, I don't know what else to do, maybe, like, if I could do, like, a testing video or something. We'll see. I might also do, like, a video eventually where when DX is done, to show all of their, like, their beast forms. I think that's what they're called. Also, did I show all the DX ones? I have all of them just chilling here. I don't know if I turned around the camera last time to show them all, but yeah, I have, like, all the new ones here. Like, you can just see my entire, this has all just been, like, taken over completely at this point. Some up there, have them all here, have some there. It's, yeah, my room was just being taken over by Bottleman stuff at this point. Anyway, maybe a video on that, maybe a video on transforming the fusions as well. That could just be kind of cool to at least have those out, so in case people need them for utility purposes. Also the fusion video. Aside from the rankings, I do want to make a video on the fusions and how good they are, and that'll be a project. I think I'm going to probably wait till the DX one's out, but, yeah. Anyway, so, that's that. Okay, so for Beyblade. So Beyblade, I was kind of saying earlier, well, again, I guess I should just say unboxings are kind of the main thing, but the tier list videos, I think they are the most spammable, probably. I think the Beyblade ones are. Because, again, I can go by line and then by evolution, at least for some of them. Evolutions, I'm holding off until, like, next year, well, maybe or later this year, I don't know. Once we get the last Spriggan, I will do a Spriggan one. I might do a Spriggan one in November, actually, just to get it out. And then maybe December or just anytime next year, like Ragnarok and Kirbyus and some of the other prevalent ones. The main thing is just kind of, for me anyway, I wanted to get all of the main things out, like the actual like lines, like the basic layers, the dual layers, all those. I wanted to do them all this year. The problem is we're kind of running out of time, and I wanted to do them monthly, and I was gonna maybe skip a month here and there, and then do like the final one in December. But the problem is like, okay, I have 5 to do, and there are 4 months. So what I'm gonna do is, I think September I'm just gonna do one. I think I'll do the dual layers this month, and then God, Chosetsu, GT, Sparking, those 4. That is a lot. So my plan is, I think for October or November, I don't know which month it'll be, but one month there will be one like right at the start of the month and one right at the end of the month. The other month will be like not earlier, like kind of in the middle of the month. If October is the month with just one, I'll probably do it maybe around like the 10th or so. And then November will be like like very early, like first few days, and then like the last few days. And then I think it'd be better if I did October though. I think that'd actually work better, because I could do like first couple of days of October, right after the birthday stuff. I do the God video. Chosetsu would be like right at the end of October, close to Halloween. GT I could probably do around maybe like November 15th, like right around the like center of the month. And then for Sparking, I do right at the start of December, first few days. And then I could do the DB one once I get Lucifer, not long after. And I think that's the best way to do it. So they're not overflowing my channel, but they're still catching up, so I can actually get out the DB one right when it ends. Although, I guess if Lucifer doesn't end up being the final day and there's still more, well, damn, I'm waiting, I guess, and I hurried up for no reason, but I'd rather just be safe. So, yeah. But I do want to get those out. Okay, funny story. I did actually record like 2 minutes of the dual layer one, and then it just, here's the problem. My camera battery was already starting to die, and I just was not having it that day. I'm like, okay, camera battery's dying. I'm going back downstairs, man. I'm not doing this today. I don't care. I was ready to do it, but like, I didn't want to sit there, because it was going to be a longer video, so I didn't want to just sit there waiting for my camera to charge for like a half hour. And I just never did it again, and that's kind of unfortunate, because had I done it back then in like July, I could have had a pretty nice schedule, and yeah, it didn't happen. So anyway, that's the thing that happened. So I'll finally get to the dual layers. Once we're past the dual layers, I'll have a lot more fun and a lot more to talk about with them. It's just the basic and dual layers are, well, pretty simplistic, so I don't have as much to say. But I think that's about it for this week. Not this week, oh boy, no, we're only on Monday. But for today, I probably won't record. Okay, hold on, I need a second. Okay, words, please function. I have like a minute, not even a minute left. That's probably all for today, and I probably will not record as much throughout the week, because I've already recorded nearly an hour, and it's only Monday. Those are like the main things I wanted to talk about. It was like the Beetle stuff was going to take a while, and then this stuff. I might just record one more time this week and be done. I'll probably unbox like the Target thing, just show the stuff really quick, and then maybe one other time. This is going to be like an hour 20, hour 30-minute episode probably. Damn, I need to chill out. I've been, anytime I do a weekly Blaze recently, it's been like ridiculously long. Yeah, I guess that's what happens when you don't record weekly Blazes as much. They become less frequent, but a lot longer. I don't know if that's I don't think that's a good thing. I think they're better when they're like averaging like 30, 40 minutes. Maybe 50 is fine. Even like hitting an hour mark is okay sometimes, but the problem is this one, I'm coming off of a near 2.5 hour episode from a few weeks ago, and then I'm going to come back for like an hour or something. It's like, okay, come on. And plus, it's Monday, and I'm already at, near, like, just about an hour, so I'm going to shut up for now, and, I'll talk more this week, but hopefully not as much unless something interesting happens. If there's a Nintendo Direct, this is just going to be another near 2 hour, like another probably 2 hour episode. Not 2 hours, but it'll be close. That's maybe that's not a good thing if we had a Nintendo Direct this week. I've already talked way too much. So yeah. Anyways, that's all for now, so I'm going to shut up so this doesn't get even longer. Alright, it is now Tuesday at about 5 p.m. I think this is the first time I've recorded during the day, and since coming back. Aside from maybe opening a package, but still, this is something. My window's closed. It's darker in here. I'm not recording for like long at all. Just want to show that I finally got some more Beyblade cases. So that's nice. So I have 18 of these already. However, I have filled them almost completely. I literally have space for one more bay, and I imagine I'll be getting that last one very, very soon now. Either win night or for my birthday, either one. And cat. Anyway, so I figure I'd probably get more. I bought a lot more than I needed though, because I wanted to make sure I had space just for future stuff. So I will have. So I have 8 cases. One of these is going to be an extra MFB case in case I get more MFB stuff. And then some of these will be burst, and then possibly a 4th generation. We might be starting a new case for 4th gen at some point, and then I'll have maybe like a couple extra ones for burst left over just in case. But for now, I guess you could just say that 7 of these are for burst temporarily until a Gen 4 happens. I don't imagine I will fill 7 more cases of burst stuff. And this is mostly just trying to future-proof for Gen 4, at least for a while, as well as get the burst cases I need, plus, hey, an extra MFB case. That's nice. But yeah, that's everything for now. I just wanted to show that because finally, however, I will have to rearrange my dresser. I have to pull out all of the bottom cases, which is going to suck because that's where all the MFB ones are. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. That's what I'm about to do right now, and I'm not going to enjoy it at all. But I'm going to do that because I want them to be just have this done and have the MFB ones where they're supposed to be and just have that done with. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. That'll be a project. I probably won't show it because like it's not that interesting. But I'll talk about it next time I record, so, yeah. Alright, it is now Wednesday, a little after 3 a.m. So hopefully I don't record for a couple more days after this, or, well, I guess maybe Thursday with the Bakugan package. Anyway, still, hopefully it's not much more, because, man, this is gonna get a little bit too long, I think, if I keep going. Anyway, I did want to just show the Bakugan, not the Bakugan, the Beyblade stuff I have here. So I have restructured everything. This is an empty case right there. So they do go 3 cases deep, however the underneath is now all just empty cases, so everything, the middle layer is, you know, filled with the older stuff, and the top layer will be for the newer stuff, plus an extra case there. MFB is right here next to the close. There's up here. There's an extra case underneath this one now, if I want to use it. May get an extra, just one extra case to make that even, so it's just 9 in there instead of 8. We'll see. I just thought the system was kind of cool. So basically how this works is whenever I need a new case, I will take this final row on the right here, and what will happen with that is I'll just take the 3 cases out, and then move these 2 cases over, move this case right here onto this side of the drawer. These 2 cases will move over a spot, and then those 3 cases I took out from over there, I will take the one in the middle, put that on the bottom, the one on the top there will then go in the middle, and then the empty case that was underneath will then be put on top for new stuff. It's just kind of a nice, like, modular little system. That way, basically, whenever I need a new case, it's instead of having to restructure my entire, you know, setup, it's just, okay, you know, take them out, move a couple over, move one over to the other side, move the other 2 over a little bit, and then, yeah, just reshuffle the other ones a little bit to replace them. Should not take long at all, that way I'm not constantly trying to restructure my entire drawer setup every time I get some new stuff. So yeah, that's fun, but, yeah, so that's pretty cool. I do like that it's just nice and easy. That should be future-proofed for a very, very long time at this point. I don't imagine I'm going to be using 8 entire cases. I would say forever, but the problem is like with the burst stuff, I didn't think I'd ever use all 8 of those cases, and I definitely did. So like, I don't know. Like, will I use those? Probably, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think I will, but again, it's possible. Other thing I want to talk about today is the Bakugan Armors video. I've mentioned this before. I don't know if did I mention this earlier in this weekly blaze. I think I did. So I have a pretty decent idea of what I want to do for the Bakugan Armors video, but I want to make sure it's good. I want to actually like put effort into it. But the thing is, I actually want to put this up on Halloween. I think it'd be a cool Halloween video. Still a while away. Still like a month and a half, more than a month and a half away. Which is fine. That gives me some time to figure out what I want to do with it. Record. I probably won't even have all the recording done until like end of September because I still want to revise some stuff and make sure it's a good idea. If I can get the recording done, even early October is fine. But the idea is that I want to make sure I have time to edit. Because the editing, I want to have like this kind of static effect, not on the whole video, but like kind of between each part of the video, have like the static type effect, kind of a cool fade in and out, some cool like sound effects going on. Just making them kind of like creepy, which is kind of the idea, because Bakugan Armors, I'm going to call the Lost Bakugan series. I just want to make it kind of creepy and interesting, that'd be fun. But here's the thing: is I don't know how to I don't know how to edit that stuff, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. That'll be fun. That's gonna probably be what I do in October, aside from like my normal stuff. So figuring that out will be fun for October, and then that can go up on Halloween. But knowing me, maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe I should just put up like in October. I don't know, because here's the problem: is once I finish that video and it's done. If I finish it on like October 10th, I'm going to really want to release it because it's going to be super cool. And if I can't release it, I'd be like, damn, this sucks. So maybe I just will release it sooner. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I am very excited about that video, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, that's something. Aside from that, though, I think that's like the only thing I was going to talk about today. Just that video is going to be cool. Talking about Bakugan armor stuff is always fun. I know quite a bit about it, so it's always a plus when since I'm going to talk about the series that's like barely ever talked about. I do know what I'm talking about. But I have all the boxes and everything. We're all good. So yeah. So that'll be fun. And I feel like I was just talking, but thinking about other things at the same time. I hope I was like saying the right stuff, because I was thinking about like October and like the new Beyblade that's coming out in October. I kind of thought of that for a few seconds, and I hope I didn't just start talking about the wrong thing randomly. I don't think I was. Hopefully I wasn't like on autopilot too badly. Anyway, yeah, the Bakugan Armors video, that'll be hopefully something I can actually get done, because I've been wanting to do that for... Okay, so the Bakugan Armors video, I've been wanting to do this for I don't know how long. I think I had the idea for it. Like, I wanted to do Bakugan Armors reviews, actually. In 2016, I was thinking about it. But in 2018, I had the idea for reviews. But I was like, what if I just did a big video on it? I kind of bounced back and forth between that and also in 2019. But in 2020, I made, the idea, okay, I should just do a big video on it. But I need Ikitosen and Yashitagaris. Or this is like the end of 2019. So I got Ikitosen, needed Yashitagaris. I finally got it. And my plan was in February of 2021 to actually upload said video. That did not happen. And here we are, and it's like end of 2022 almost, and we're still no video. But hopefully, at the very least, I want to do it in October. If it's not like a Halloween video, that's fine, I guess. It would be better on Halloween. But here's the thing: if I finish it, I finish it. I'm gonna want to release it. Even if I finish it in September, I'm gonna want to release it. It's fine if it's a little bit weird, and I don't know. I'm sure some people might think it's odd, but I don't know. I just want to make like an actually cool video for Bakugan Armors, because I could very well just take all of them, show their boxes, talk about them a little bit, and let that be that. But I really want to go in depth with it. Probably will be like a 30 to 40 minute video. So I don't know if people are actually going to want to watch that or not. I feel like it's going to hit like 5 views. within a week, and then after like a year or so, maybe it picks up to like 50, and that's gonna be it, which is unfortunate because it's gonna be a video I'm really going to put a lot of effort in. So that's a little bit sad, but anyway, that's all for now. Yeah, my Bakugan order, going back to like reboot stuff now, that has shipped. That'll be here. It says Thursday. I'm still hoping for Wednesday, but you know, Thursday probably, and that'll be fun. I don't know if I'll upload a video on the 8th or not. I might do the Beyblade dual layer ranking video tomorrow night to get out for the 8th. We'll see. That'll be something. I'll figure that out. I don't know if I will or not. If not, next video is the 10th, which will be the Battle Amp Pack. Or the Nanogon Brawl Pack. Probably the Nanogon Brawl Pack, and I'll leave the 12th for the Battle Amp Pack. And then after that, 14th, 16th, I guess I could do 18th and 20th, probably not. 6th, 15th, not 15th. 12th, okay, that's that. Okay, 14th and 16th. Will I have videos that day, those days? I don't know. Maybe at least one. Maybe like the 16th I'll put up a video. I don't know, I've been uploading a lot more since, like, this whole year, basically. But I guess more so since, like, end of July, or even, like, August, whatever. It's been more frequent, so that's something. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up now, because I just added almost 10 more minutes onto this weekly blaze. God damn it. That's not good. Alright, that's gotta be it for now. Alright, it is now Friday at like 3:30 p.m. I just woke up, and I got a package today. This being a Target package. I don't want to show there's like information and stuff on it, but yeah. But first up here we have this Bakugan Evolutions Nanogon Brawl Pack. We have Ryurazu, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Samoga plus Nano Sledge, so looking nice. And more importantly, I just threw that in the order to get free shipping, but the thing I've been very excited about here. This is cool too though, but the Battle Amp Pack, which, yeah. So these are both only at Target. You can see here you have Pyrus Talon, Aquas Nano Fury, then there's Darkest Enoch Ultra with its Baku gear, and then Arliss Auxiliator, which is very, very nice. So, finally got these two. By the way, I did order something else that should be here. I don't know when. Not this week. But it was a Legacy Bakugan. That will be opened up probably, unless it comes on my birthday for whatever reason, which is possible, but it'll be opened up in a weekly blaze. Unless it's on my birthday, then I'll open up a new birthday video and just show it with that stuff. But yeah, maybe next weekly blaze at best. If not, probably the one after. So yeah. So that's that for now. That is both the things that I got here. So I'm going to do the unboxings for these and go check them out and stuff. So yeah, I will talk later. Oh yeah, also, this is Friday, like I said. This just didn't come Wednesday like I was hoping it would. And it didn't even come Thursday. It was supposed to come Thursday. It got delayed for no reason. It was like here. It was at my post office Thursday morning. There was no reason for it not to come to, yesterday, but it just didn't. So here we are. Also good news though, I am getting Splatoon 3 today. I didn't know if I was going to get it early or not, 'cause it was either for my birthday or, you know, just today. But no, I got it today, and that's very, very nice. And it's not here yet, unfortunately, but hopefully soon. I'll definitely be talking about that at least a little bit later on, so that'll be fun. Anyways, that's all for now. I'll record later. Alright, it's not even an hour later, but I got my Amazon package. I was just recording my Bakugan videos, so I decided I'm still sitting here, you know, I'm just going to open this up right now. Because why not? Really hope that was not on camera, or else I'm going to have to do an awkward cut on the video. Anyway, so we got, that is a, that's a package. Okay, I'm very, very excited for this. I'm not recording long right now. I just want to open this and go play it. That is something that has to be happening now. Okay, there we are. That is Splatoon 3. Oh boy. Oh, the shrink wrap is still on. I forgot to deal with that. Let's see what the back of the case looks like. Focus? No? Yes? There we go. Okay, let's open up, see if there's like a cool inside of the case. That's always a cool thing to see. E10 Plus. I believe the other game's E10 Plus, probably. I played the Octo expansion again recently, and that... Listen, Splatoon 1 is great, Splatoon 2 is even better, but Octo expansion is genuinely what made me go from a Splatoon fan... I draw out my scissors. Go from a Splatoon fan to just thinking this is like a genuinely phenomenal franchise. Ooh. Damn. Okay. That is a story mode looking thing. That looks crazy. And then we have Salmon Run. Is Salmon Run going to be part of the main story, I wonder? I hope it is. And there's the cartridge. So I'm going to shut the hell up. I'm going to play this immediately. See you later. Alright, it's now Saturday at around 2 a.m. This is the last clip of the video. Because I'm going to talk for like 20 minutes, and if I record literally any more, this is going to be way too long. I will record more next week, hopefully. It's a more normal length. I don't have a Beetle story. I didn't miss a couple weeks. Should be hopefully under an hour. I don't think I've ever had a problem, even way back in the day, in like 2014-15, where I was concerned about them being too long of videos. That's something. So I do have a few things to talk about today. I guess a couple non-YouTube related things and just a couple things that are related to YouTube. So first up, I actually got one of the non-YouTube things out of the way. My cat here, she turns 16. Technically tomorrow, Sunday. Won't be in this video though. But yeah. Also, my voice is just dead apparently. Okay, that's fine. So that's something. Also, then the YouTube related thing. Well, one of them. We're gonna, I guess, alternate here. So, Beyblade, Wind Knight. I have ordered Wind Knight, so that's cool. Maybe it'll come before my birthday. I don't know. It might. It might not. I have no idea. It says 10 to 20 days, and it's Friday. I mean, my birthday is what, like 12, I guess 11 days out technically at this point. I've ordered from here before, and it took like 5 days. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be here sooner. Like during the week, or maybe it'll be after my birthday. I don't know yet. So that's fun. After that, we have Splatoon. Not a really YouTube-related thing, but yeah, Splatoon. So I've played Splatoon now. Splatoon 3. I played a few outline matches. I just got to level 4, just so I unlocked like a lot of the customization stuff. So that's cool. However, the story, I have played some of the story. When I say some of it, I mean all of it. I beat it. I after I recorded earlier, I went to go play it, and that was at like 4 p.m. I went to go play it, played it till like 7, I went to go eat dinner, and I came back upstairs and played till like 11. Yeah, I beat it. I didn't beat every single mission, though. I'm still going to do that. I will beat every mission. I just wanted to really know what the story was going to be like, and man, was it good. They kind of bait you, because it's like, oh, is this going to be like Splatoon 1 and 2 again, just now 3, a little bit different? No, it changes completely, and yeah, I don't want to say much more on that, though, because, you know, spoilers, but it gets crazy. The final boss, oh my god, it was seriously one of my favorite final boss battles ever, just already. It was crazy. Okay, so that was fun. Again, I don't want to say anything about it because, you know, spoilers. Although, who the hell's watching? I could probably say whatever I want, but, like, I don't know. I guess I don't need to say much more other than I thought it was really, really cool. But yeah, aside from that, I have checked out the new weapons. So, some of the, weapons I still use, like, or that are still in the game, like the kind of automatic weapons. I just don't like them very much, honestly. Or like blasters, splatlings, chargers, umbrellas, dualies, rollers. None of them are really my thing. I think I just missed one. I'm not gonna just sit here and try and. Oh, yeah, sloshers. Yeah, none of those have ever really been much of my thing. I'd say a secondary at best, maybe dualies, because I like the movement of them. But that's about it. I don't really care for anything else aside from the movement. But I've always been a brush main. Brushes have been my kind of go-to forever since they came out. They came out like in a free update very, very close after launch. So yeah, we'll still definitely be getting a lot more stuff, I'm sure. It's pretty bare bones right now in terms of weapons. We have all the main stuff we need, but no variants, so I'm sure we'll see more of those in the future. I did check out the new weapons. The bow, I think it's called the Striker. That is, I actually do not like it at all. I like it less than the Charger, and that says something. Because, I played Halo, and I liked snipers a decent bit. They're just different in Splatoon. They're just not really my thing, because I feel like you kind of have to camp with them, whereas in Halo, like, I could just run around, no scope, because you don't have a charge up, in Chargers, you do, so they've never been my thing. And these, they're just weird, because they shoot, like, in threes, and it's, like, I swear whenever I shoot, even, like, I set targets, it feels like it doesn't hit properly. I don't like them at all. I don't. Maybe I'm just not good with them at all. That could also be a big factor. But just in general, I don't like how they play. Then there's Splatanas. These were kind of the questionable ones where I'm like, maybe I will like them more than ink brushes. So far, no. So the problem is they're slower. They are kind of more like an octo brush in terms of speed. I don't use the octo brush. I use a normal brush because I like the speed. It's like a 3-hit kill, I think, and I don't know. They're okay, but you do have the charge thing. You can kind of pop up out of the ink and just charge, and like charge really quick and just splat someone immediately. That's kind of crazy. That's something I might want to experiment with a little bit. But as of now, I'm just not really too into them. They're just kind of okay, I guess, which is weird. Like I don't know. They just seem kind of to me. Maybe it's because I'm not good enough with them, and they do kind of move more vertically instead of horizontally like brushes, at least when you have the charge. So it's a bit harder to hit, so maybe if I got good with it and could consistently hit them like very well, that could maybe be a changing factor, but as of now, I like them, but I just like brushes more, honestly. It's kind of that. So yeah, Splatoon 3 though, multiplayer-wise, it just seems like good old Splatoon, but better. Tons of extra stuff in general in the game. There's a TCG, because why not? But my god, the story was good. I'm so excited for any DLC they put out, because if they're going to do DLC, it's going to be probably a story-based DLC. We haven't really, we haven't seen some stuff. I feel like there's still some stuff that we could have gotten more about, and we did not. And they made it sound like it might be more one, I don't know. Like when they were doing the direct last month. So maybe we get some more DLC that is, more than just one thing. I hope they do another Octo expansion, but I guess just kind of the game in general reminds me of Octo expansion in the base game, though, which I'm honestly all for. I think it was too good to not do. I kind of just expected it to be like, yep, it's going to be like a Splatoon 1 and 2 type thing. Maybe better, but like not really too different. And then we'll get an Octo expansion where it's an Octo expansion. And nope, I don't know what they're going to do for an Octo expansion if they do another one. Or they'll do a different expansion. But I don't know, one of the things I thought they would do an expansion on, I don't think they will anymore. So that's interesting. I have no idea what they're going to do at this point. If it's another Octo expansion, how is it going to play? Because I don't imagine they'll do the same exact type of style. So I'm very interested in that. Or I guess it could just be similar, but like way harder. I'm fine with that too. I don't mind that. So I'm just very excited. I hope if they do an expansion, it's soon. Not soon as in like this year, but I hope they do it kind of like the Octo expansion. Less than a year after release. Almost to the year point. But like summer. Splatoon just feels like a summer game. That's kind of one thing that sucks about Splatoon 3. Like 1 came out at a perfect time. Like right at the very end of May. That was a perfect release point. 2, I feel like, late July. That's fine. I would have preferred earlier, but that's still fine. 3 being in like early-ish, almost mid-September, just no. That's not really great in my opinion. So hopefully if we get an expansion, they do it early in summer, like around Octo expansion time, like mid-June. That would be phenomenal. I don't imagine they will announce it now. My hope is that if we get another February Direct like we usually do, they'll announce it then, and it'll be summer, and by summer I mean June. Or May, I don't care. I don't, whatever they want to do. Just not, I mean, if it's July, I actually kind of want it before July, but like, that's just probably me, yeah. Like, I might be getting a little bit too demanding here. I don't know, I guess I just have memories of Octo Expansion around like 4th of July time, and so I kind of want it before 4th of July, but I mean, that's just me. If they do it in summer, great, but I mean, I guess then again, I'd rather have it in July or even August opposed to September, so you know what, if they want to do another expansion, which I'm assuming will be pretty soon, because they tend to support Splatoon heavily for 2 years, and then there's maybe kind of, like with 2, we kind of had like a third year, barely, not really, but kind of there. Splatoon 1 didn't, because 2 was out after the 2 years, but, if we get 2 years, maybe a third. But after that, like, I mean, usually nothing, so I would hope that it'd be, within that time period, and, well, probably will be, I should say. And hopefully it is good. So, I mean, if they do something, again, if they do something new, great, but I am just really hoping that, at the very least, it's just like a hard version of what we got now. But again, something new is, of course, what I'm hoping for. Overall, anyway. I don't know, I'm just really excited about Splatoon. Like, this game, I don't know, it just kind of gave me like a Splatoon 1 vibe. Not like in terms of like quality, just like, I don't know, Splatoon 2 just felt like Splatoon 1.5 in a lot of ways, until Octo Expansion anyway. But Octo Expansion was its own monster for me. That was a fun time, but like, I mean, 1 released at the end of Wii U's lifespan. The console was like basically dead. They just want to get another chance, so I kind of get why 2 was like that, but this feels like a truly new game, and I am all for it. So that's what I mean by Splatoon 1 vibe, is it feels like a lot of stuff is new. I mean, it's still classic Splatoon in a lot of ways, but, it's fine. So anyway, with all that out of the way, Bakugan. That is the last thing I have to talk about, and this is very much YouTube related, because it is a schedule that I made. Now the thing is, will I stick to a schedule? There is a possibility that I will, but I might not. You never know with me. I tend to vary. So I had this nice idea where I could do, on October 31st, so it'd be Monday, which is Halloween, I could do my Bakugan Armors video. And then every Monday for 7 weeks, all 4 Mondays in November, and the first 3 of December, I could do, or maybe 2. I haven't decided if I want to re-review it, Certain Deck, or not yet. It might be fun. I need to rewatch the video. But 2 or 3, I don't know. So, I want to do all my re-reviews by the end of the year. Just have those done, so they're done. And then next year is where it gets a little bit interesting, because I do have, not 7, 11 Bakugan to do individual reviews on. So what if I did them monthly? So then January is Flare Dragon, February, Destroy Municus, March, Kill Manus, April, Van Falco, May, St. Aquas, and then June, Grand Panzer, kind of getting literally just the first 6, but, getting them out. And then after that, July would be Grand Dragon, August, Jigen Arada, September, Gifshin Ryu, October, Sextavinal, and then ending off in November with, fittingly, Zeta Municus, as that's kind of my final. I mean, I said for my unboxings, Zeta Municus was, like, the last intended one. Anything else after that is a bonus. That's kind of how I'm viewing the reviews as well, because if I re-review anything else or just decide to do individual reviews of everything in Dex, which would take forever, but I might do it. If I did that, that's really just a bonus. This is the last thing I feel like I really need to do. And so yeah, November 2023 could be the final Bakutech review. That is something, honestly. We'll see. But yeah, that is sort of my goal right now. Potentially. So that could be it. Now, of course, okay, here's the thing, If I go that long, it's 11 reviews, one per month. I gotta do something for December. So what better thing to do than a Bakutech tier list? I kind of talked about this in my Nagadanja review, but I do want to do a Bakutech tier list, and I feel like it'd be perfect to do right at the end of all of this. I kind of thought about this for a minute, because I'm like, well, I said it in the Nagadanja review, and, it's December of next year. It's a long time away, but I don't think it matters. Like, let's be honest, time's been flying by. Also, I said in 2015 that I'm like, oh yeah, in 2016 I want to finish all my reviews and get some more stuff and hopefully review like all of Bakutech. Then in 2018 I was like, alright, like literally it was like over a 2 year gap between reviews. I'm like, or I guess unless you count the Full Metal Sextagonal thing, then that was like slightly less than 2 years, but whatever. 2018 I'm like, I'm doing weekly reviews through August. After that, I'm going to try and get, everything else done, get the rest of the stuff I need, and hopefully finish. And then I stopped until, at the end of August, I just stopped until May of 2019. And I'm like, alright, doing weekly reviews again, I want to finish up everything in this summer of 2019. I didn't even make it through June. And I stopped. I did one more at the end of June, or not end of June, end of the year, in December. And then in December I said, okay, hopefully I can finish up these reviews pretty soon. I didn't do another review until November 2020, and then in November 2020, I was saying, okay, I just have a few more things to get. So I want to finish up everything I have now and hopefully get everything else pretty soon. And then I didn't do another review until January 2022 after December 2020. And January 2022, I did that, and I said, oh yeah, hopefully more reviews come soon. I only have like 4 more left. And I did, to be fair, I did do 2 more in February, but then it took me till September to get the last 2 out. Although I am finally technically done. And I did, I did what I was supposed to do, but, I mean, it's, it took me, I started this in September 2015, so it took me 7 goddamn years. So I don't think waiting a year for a tier list is that big of a deal at this point, especially when I still want to review and re-review stuff before that point. I think it's fair enough, because with how sporadic I've been, if anyone cares, I think they'll probably still be around for it. I mean, if people have watched me, they've probably been watching me for a while for Bakutech, I would assume. Or maybe not. I don't know. It might be too much. But regardless, I think it's fine to just wait. And, I don't know, I guess saying, I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I tend to be, like, with this kind of stuff, some stuff I'm not patient, but this kind of stuff I am patient. And, I don't know, maybe saying, like, oh yeah, it's just like over a year away, that's fine. Maybe that's not the best thing, but at the same time, I don't know. I just want to do the tier list after all of the reviews that I'm planning to do are done. The problem is, I could try and do a weekly thing in, like, January and February, and then, like, kind of into March, and then maybe the tier list in April, so that'll only be, like, 7 months out. That's not as bad, but, like, the problem with that, or I could just do, like, daily reviews for, like, 2 weeks, and just knock them all out. But, the problem, I think, is just that I don't want to kind of end the Bakutech reviews. It's kind of what it comes down to, is I want to do the tier list at the end, but I don't want the reviews to end, because once I'm done with those, it's like, oh, that's everything. I could do the individual ones from Dex, but, like, that's gonna be a project. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely kind of a weird thing, but I just think waiting, kind of spreading out the reviews. I know I'm doing the re-reviews weekly, but that's because, I feel like getting the re-reviews to get better reviews out is more important than just going back to some stuff that I want to go back to and talk about, even though I've already talked about it. The re-reviews are more important, I think. So getting those out sooner, I think, is better, but, like, the other stuff, I think doing them monthly is fine. And yeah, that's something. It'd be strange, but like, yeah, I just want to have them all done, and well, not have them all done. I don't want to have them all done, but I feel like I obviously should. And again, I do at least have kind of that room to do stuff with if I want to do more reviews, so it's not like the end of the world. But I don't know, I've done Bakugan stuff for so long. It's kind of what got me so much, so many subscribers and views on my channel. Because yeah, Bakugan definitely did that. If you look at all my older videos, like from 2015, 16, even like a lot of the 18 stuff has a lot of views now, and even some of the 19, 20. I'm sure the 20, well, yeah, 20, like Zeta Mudica's unboxing from this year already has like over 300 views. And I'm sure that's going to keep going. I'm sure the Bakugan stuff from this year that I just uploaded is going to keep going. They tend to be kind of like slow. Like they'll get like 10 views after like a month, and it's like, man, that happens every time where I'm like, yep, it's dead. And then like I check back after a year, and it's like, oh, this has like 400 views. Okay, that's just how they are. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, like it's just one of those things I don't want to end. But realistically, it probably should. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the deck stuff on occasion if I just want to keep it alive or something. But we'll see. It's a process. I don't know. I'm just not looking forward to ending those because it is a pretty massive part of my channel, and that is going to be quite the end of an era right there. But again, I do at least have the fallback plan if I really want to do more, and that'll last me till I don't even want to know when. But yeah, that's everything for this weekly Blaze, I think, because I've already recorded over 20 minutes. I swear to God, if this is like an hour 40 minutes, I'm going to be disappointed in myself for making such a long episode again. But yeah, I should probably go upload the other Bakugan videos that I made today, because since I did get Bakugan stuff today, yeah, that's a thing I forgot, because I got those, I opened them up, and then I got Splatoon right after, and that was slightly distracting. Yeah, I did get Bakugan today, yeah, that is a thing that happened. Didn't forget till now at all. Okay, yeah, that's everything, so... Anyways, I will record again next week, hopefully not as long of an episode, like, hoping for under an hour, so yeah, we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.